Hello, folks, and welcome to the Hippie Slideshow. Today I'm going to take you down memory lane, but don't worry, we're not going very far down memory lane. Remember, I am a hippie. This starts about 10 months ago when I moved into this house and into what was then a completely unfinished, brand new concrete basement. There was a room added when they put in the basement, and I decided I wanted that as my studio. Problem was, I couldn't just build the studio and get it going because I also wanted a brand new race room. And they both used the same computer, so it was like a fire sale. Everything must go. In order for me to move the computer down, I had to move everything and get everything ready. I am very happy to say that they are both finally done. That's right, folks. Drakenwolf is going down stairs. But it's still pretty cool. One of the things you got to understand about me is I am a super geek when it comes to cable management. I don't want to see wires. Ever. Yeah, they come out of the component. At that point, they better go into something and disappear. All of the wires are in the walls. All of the audio components plug into the wall next to the audio component or very close to it. I have a 5.1 surround system in there, and every speaker connects to a jack right next to the speaker. Now all the cabling in the walls includes all the cabling that goes to the computer, because you can't have the computer in the studio. It makes noise. Microphones pick up the noise, and every one of your recordings has a computer in the background. People listening to your music and they go, man, this stuff is great, but it makes me feel like I'm in the server room at work. Anyway, once I got the studio done, then I got to turn my attention to my new gaming room, which is not very big. It's less than 4 feet wide, but it's big enough to hold my big TV, which is now properly mounted to the wall. I have above that a shelf that holds the PS5 and the computer, plus the HDMI switch, because I use this system for both PS5 and computer, and sometimes I need to switch what's on the monitor. Down below that, we have another shelf that holds all of the front speakers for the 5.1 system that's in here. And as you'll see, there are no cables. You can see little bits of them here and there as they connect into things, but basically that's it. In behind is a bit of a mess, but it's an organized mess. I also added another arm to hold my smaller monitor closer to me, so that when I'm streaming I can actually read chat without having to put on a different set of glasses. So now the race room itself, well, if you've seen any of my liveries, you'll know that they are black and gold. Either go with something of my own design or John Player Special, something to that effect that has that beautiful black and gold livery. The race room kind of needed to match, so I painted it black, and then I put a gold stripe on it. Because I'm a super geek. When I moved my rig, I kind of needed to upgrade it a little bit. The old one was awesome. It folded down to the floor out of the way, and when I wanted to use it, it folded back up, and it actually connected in with my big comfy chair, which was super comfy when you're racing for like an hour and a half long race and you're in a big lazy boy. It's just lovely. Unfortunately, that one wasn't as stable as I'd like it to be, and I'm not one of those drivers who just turns the steering wheel. I have a tendency to pull and push and raise and lower, and it's not pretty, so I wanted something significantly more stable. The new system is connected to the studs of the wall. There is no way it's moving anywhere. It also actually hinges, so it can fold up out of the way. Unfortunately, because of how small the room is and because of how big the rig is, once it folds up, it blocks a big chunk of the TV, so I don't actually ever do that. But it's still kind of a cool feature. The rig now incorporates the driver's seat from a 1990 GMC Suburban, complete with integrated armrest and seatbelt. We took this out of obviously a Suburban, when I was working at a shop about a dozen years ago, and I told my boss, I'm keeping that seat. And he's like, yeah, whatever, do your thing, I don't care. So I did. Been hauling it around for 12 years, and I finally got to actually use it in my race rig. The seat is held in place with a series of wooden rails to just keep it nice and steady, which of course needed to be covered, and me being a super geek, I put a wing on the back of my rig. Now, on the back wall, you'll see 2 steering wheels. The one on the left was given to me, gracious, a couple of decades ago by a very good friend, and I put it on my 68 Pontiac for one drive, then parked the car again, and then sold it. But I kept the wheel. The one on the right, I built. It's actually walnut, and it's a fully functional sim racing wheel. Unfortunately, it's a bit too much for the system I built it for, which is the Thrustmaster T300. This one has too many buttons and doesn't actually work with the interface. Crap. But it's still beautiful. And without a doubt, the geekiest thing I have ever done. Well, there you go, folks. The race room is finally complete after all these months. I had an absolute ton of fun putting this thing together. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. A huge shout out to all of my channel members. I really appreciate you guys, and apologies for how long it's taken to get this thing put together. If you're not subscribed, please feel free to get yourself subscribed and hit the old like button if you liked it. And I will catch you all next time. Peace.